Hello everyone, I'm Jay Halley, one of the pastors of the chapel, and I get to talk through some of God's Word with you. First, let me ask you, have you ever heard of the famous Christian hymn, "A Mighty Fortress is Our God"? It goes, "A mighty fortress is our God, a bulwark never failing." I'm not going to sing it for you. But two questions. What is a bulwark? A bulwark is a seawall. It's like a breakwater or a large wall around a city to keep the enemy out. The other question is, why a mighty fortress is our God? Because it was inspired by Psalm 46. That's where Martin Luther got the idea, Psalm 46. And in Psalm 46, what we learn is that there was an enemy about to attack Israel, Jerusalem, that dreaded enemy called the Assyrians. And it created all kinds of fear and worry as their land, the people, were threatened. Now, here in the United States, we've never been threatened like that, have we? Or have we? This whole COVID-19 thing is crazy. Such a strange day we live in. We are so familiar with security and now all of this. And how do we face that? Because it also creates worry and fear. And what about the future? What does it hold? And anyway, so maybe Psalm 46 can speak to us. It goes like this. God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear, though the earth gives way and the mountains fall into the heart of the sea, though its waters roar and foam and the mountains quake with their surging. There is a river whose streams make glad the city of God, the holy place where the Most High dwells. God is within her. She will not fall. God will help her at break of day. Nations are in uproar. Kingdoms fall. He lifts the voice. The earth melts. The Lord Almighty is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress. Come and see the works of the Lord, the desolations he has brought on the earth. He makes wars cease to the ends of the earth. He breaks the bow and shatters the spear. He burns the shields with his fire. Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth. The Lord Almighty is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress. Now, there's a lot there in that psalm. Let me just point out a couple of things. First of all, did you hear that? That God is our strength, God is our refuge, and twice, God is our fortress. Are you afraid? Are you fearful? Are you worried? Pursue your relationship with God and let him be your refuge, your fortress, and your strength. Did you hear that one little line in the psalm that so many people know? I've read this line on bumper stickers, on posters. I think in one of our offices at the chapel, it's mentioned there. It simply says, "Be still and know that I am God." I have everything under control. I was talking to a little kid the other day, and they were finishing a 1,000-piece puzzle. And finally, they got the last piece in place. I want to tell you that only God knows where all the different pieces fit. We're called to trust him, but he knows exactly where they fit. The rest of that verse goes, by the way, "Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth." Someday, Jesus is going to come again, and there will be no more pain, no more tears, no more problems, no more crying. It'll all be done. COVID-19 behind us. All other miseries are history. No more wars. Nothing like that. Between this day and that day, we need to understand that God is in control. We can be still. We can know that he is God and he can be trusted, and we can lean into him and find him very faithful and trustworthy. Let's lean into him, our fortress, our mighty fortress.